cool stuff, and today we're looking at the SimpleTaste egg cooker. Let me show you first what we have out of the box, and then I'll explain how to use it and why this egg cooker is so awesome. Alright, so first thing out of the box, we've got our egg cooker. It comes with an egg tray that will hold 7 eggs, and then this bonus tray that you set on top, and it does another 3 eggs. Now you'll notice that this comes in kind of a square design. That's a little different from other egg cookers. It's just looks nicer, it's kind of sleek. It comes on the front, you've got your on-off switch, an indicator timer, and it'll let you know when your eggs are done. So that's really cool, and I'll talk more about that in a minute. So that's your main egg cooker thing. Then it comes with a bunch of attachments. It's got these 2 different egg holders. So if you like to just eat your eggs and you top the top off and you dip your toast in your yolk or whatever, that's what your egg holders are for. I don't use that very often, and so that's not a big draw for me, but I know that's huge for some people just to have those egg holders. Comes with a 3 egg tray for poached eggs. So this is for your poached eggs, and so you can just set that in. That actually fits into the omelet tray, so you can just stick it right there in the omelet tray and you poach your eggs that way. Or you can just use the omelet tray, so if you want to use that, then that's awesome too. So we've got that attachment. It comes with a basic instruction book that will just walk you through how to do it. It's pretty simple, so once you've done it once or twice, you're not going to need this anymore. But fortunately, it also comes with this bigger instruction booklet that has a lot of stuff in it that's actually really valuable. It tells you how much water you need to cook your different level of eggs, and you're not going to really need that, and I'll explain that in a minute when I go over the measuring cup. But it's nice to have that as a reference. It tells you how to cook different kinds of eggs. So if you've always had your eggs the same way, you want to try poached eggs, or you want to try medium cooked eggs or something like that, it will walk you through how to do those different things. It even talks about how to do omelets, and it has different tips and strategies. Troubleshooting, maintenance and care, your basic instructional manual stuff. But then here's where the book gets cool. It has a recipe book for things like deviled eggs, egg salad, eggs Benedict, eggs Florentine, hollandaise sauce, 3 egg omelets, ham and Swiss, pepper and onion. It even has some desserts like, where is it? Chocolate chip bread pudding, which is cool. And on each of these recipes it shows the nutritional information, and so that's really cool, so you know exactly what you've got. So this is kind of your super egg manual that's going to walk you through some things. I'm just going to throw that up with my other recipes in my recipe cabinet. So that's pretty cool. Now I mentioned that this measuring cup is a little different from most measuring cups. It's kind of a square cup, and it has a few special features. One is, on the bottom of the cup, it has this egg puncturer. Now, when you cook your eggs or steam your eggs as opposed to hard boiling them, you're gonna have to puncture your eggs before you put them in. So you grab your egg, you puncture it with this, and you can even puncture it 2 or 3 times, and it's gonna help it cook better. You put the safety thing back on, and then you put your eggs in with the puncture side up, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. So that's a cool feature that's built right into the measuring cup. But then also, this is what I love. On the measuring cup, it's not your traditional measuring cup where it shows how many milliliters of water or anything like that. It shows you how much water you need for how many eggs you're cooking. So for example, if I'm cooking hard eggs and I want to do 10 of them, then I just fill my water up to the 10 line, and that's where I go for the water. Then I just pour it into my tray, and I'm ready to go. And that's how much water I need. Now the reason why this is so cool is because you don't need a timer for this cooker. It depends on how much water you put into the tray. Once the water is evaporated, it will start beeping, indicating that your eggs are done. So then you can let it beep for a while if you want to make sure they're overdone. Or you can take them out immediately, and it'll be exactly what it said. It'll be medium, hard, or soft, depending on how many eggs and what level you put the water to. Now it also has measurements for poached eggs and for omelets. And so you'd fill your water to those levels depending on what you're cooking. Now, just a word of warning, you might have to tinker around with this a little bit, because I found we're at a really high elevation right now, which usually means you need more water for things. It evaporates more quickly for whatever reason. So I'm going to go a little above my line to make sure that it cooks long enough. Because I have 4 kids and I'm a busy person, usually when I'm cooking eggs, I'm hard boiling them. But it takes forever to hard boil, and so that's why I looked for an egg cooker. With an egg cooker, you don't have to wait for your water to boil. It's just ready to go, and so that's going to cut your time in half. But then, having an egg cooker like this one that will actually hold 10 eggs instead of your usual 4 or 5, that means I'm going to be able to cook more eggs and do it faster. And so that's what we're going to do today, is I'm going to show you how to cook 10 hard eggs, and that's often what I'm doing in my household, so that we'll have eggs for snacks. I'm going to go ahead and devil some eggs for myself because I love deviled eggs. So let's go ahead and pull the eggs out and I'll show you how to do it, okay? Alright, we've got our eggs out and we are ready to get it loaded up. So I'm just going to take my egg, and what you want to do is you want to find the big end because you're going to put it down on the little end. Alright, so on the big end I'm going to have to puncture it. So just take that safety thing off, and then you can just go right into it. Might make you a little nervous. And you just puncture the top. Now you can actually puncture it a few times. Okay, so once you've done that, then you just stick it on. And let me hurry and go through and just puncture the rest of these eggs for you. Alright, once your eggs are punched, you just need to fill the level. So here I'm going to do hard boiled, and I want 10. But again, because of my elevation, I'm going to go a little higher. Alright. Then you just pour that in. Cover it up. Plug her in. And we are good to go. So I just clicked it on, the blue light comes on. Now we just need to wait a few minutes and we will be good to go. Alright, it started beeping, which means we're done. So, you can stop that. And obviously you want to be careful with steam when you take the lid off. You just pull that away. Now, I'm not going to crack these open right now, but I want to show you a few things. There were a few that you might have noticed when I was puncturing it, it cracked them. So, one of those was this one. And it didn't make a big difference in the egg, but this one down here it did. So this one was a cracked one, and so it did start coming open. So you have to be careful with your cracks, but the rest of them are pretty good. And we'll let them cool down for a minute and then we'll open them up. Alright, here's a quick little tip for how to peel your eggs. If your eggs are still hot, you can put them into some icy water, and it's going to cool them down so that you can eat them right away. But it's also going to shock the egg and put some separation between the shell and the egg and make it easier to peel. So this is our strategy for peeling eggs, is just put it in some ice water and it can just sit there for a few seconds, and then you can start peeling your eggs. Other people like to just peel their eggs under running water and things like that, but I found that this is even more effective than running it underwater. So it's only been in there for a few seconds, it's already cooled down, and now I can take that egg and I'll show you. The peel comes right off, it comes off smooth. Sometimes you can get it in big old chunks. but it just glides right off. And I like that because I do not like mutilated eggs. See how that just comes right off? So there we go with our hard-boiled egg. Fancy schmancy. Fancy. Right, so remember these were hard-boiled. I just opened it up. You'll see it's got the hard yolk. These are perfect for my deviled eggs. I'm gonna eat this one because it's delicious. But the rest are ready to go, and I can make my deviled eggs now.